why don't I try the Ludwig method? With the Ludwig method, are you referring to the fact how he made a fake account or something like that? He made an account when no one knew he was Ludwig, and then afterwards he paid someone $50 to watch his video, and he grew that channel. So with that method, I don't know how I feel about that method, because first of all, there has been someone else who tried the method, and but they did it differently. They just started from scratch. And don't get me wrong, I do have a second channel where I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna see things differently, because I needed a reaction channel versus a channel where I was doing gaming, because I had noticed a lot of people would come watch a reaction, but they wouldn't stay to watch me play a game or to see my shorts or X, Y, and Z. So it was like I kept getting views and watch hours from the aspect of reactions, but it didn't really change to, well, this is where I can actually do something more. And I noticed that with other people. Like, let's say you make shorts, right? Some people will get viral off of shorts, right? But if you see their streams, one, there's a whole different experience when you see their streams versus their shorts, and that in itself is scary. Okay, Stanley, hope you have a good one. That in itself is scary, because it's like, well, I thought everyone liked what I had to offer, but then you later found out, no, I like your shorts, but I'm not gonna be watching anything else. And you know, people are allowed to do that, because like, if you're not entertaining enough at the end of the day, then you're just gonna finna die, apparently. So yeah, Bingus. So yeah, hello Dawson, hope you're having a good one. So yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, ooh, that was painful. Yeah, like the Ludwig method. You never really explained the Ludwig, but is what I'm saying true? Is that what you're referring to? How Ludwig had just what's it called? He had paid someone $50 to watch his video, and it worked. For one, I feel like a lot of people might not do it as much as they did back then. So I don't know how effective that would be compared to when he had done it, right? Because when he had done it, it was solely from like the experiment point of the things. And now if everyone kept using that method, I feel like it wouldn't be as effective as it originally was. And so that's why I'm like, I don't know, man. I do think the Ludwig method, if you could get it down right, it would be worth it. But at the same time, it's a risky play. Because, okay, let's say you do give it to a streamer, right? Let's say you do donate $50 to a streamer, and the streamer decides not to react to your video, or they hate your video. Why? What are you gonna do? You can't be like, oh, let me just get my $50 back. No, you're gonna be like, well, dang, that was $50 down the drain. Unless you really like that creator, and you're like, I was gonna support you anyways. But like, that's a scary thing to think about. Supplements her streams, you need to find your thing. I don't know what you mean by her content. What's up, Juicy? All you need is YouTube. I've done YouTube for 2 years already. I have a YouTube. All you need is experience to actually try. It's hard. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's hard and mentally difficult, but if you're actually passionate, you'll make it. Cannot only have, there's the more the better, even if the content it's then having one just consistent, it'll get easier over time. So I don't know how much I would say that is accurate, but I did try like I do have 2 channels, right? Well, I actually tried multiple channels, but I'm only saying 2 because of the ones I'm currently on, right? So I don't know how much of the advice, but because it has not gotten easier over time, right? It's still like, okay, I had showed someone, right? I had showed them my clips, right? They're like, okay, you have potential, but you need to find a hook. I'm like, well, what the turd's good hook? I'll watch all everyone's content, right? And I'm like, bro, everyone has a different hook. It can't just be one thing, right? And you have to figure out what a good hook is, like. And I would think something's a good hook because I like it, right? Yeah, it's engaged, yeah. But here's the thing, Ludwig has experience, and that's why I think the Ludwig method has some faults, because he has experience and he knows what would make a good video, right? The thing is, when you guys think about the Ludwig method, are you guys thinking about it from someone with experience, or are you thinking about it with someone with no experience? Because if you look at your first videos, you're gonna be like, dang, my videos were trash, right? Like, for me, I couldn't hold a conversation, especially if no one was talking to me. I was just like, okay guys, silence. Sometimes now I'm just silent just to be spiteful sometimes to y'all, because you guys be telling me to shut up. I have, but I'm just saying, like, you guys are here like, oh, all you need is experience. Mind you, if you guys were on the foot and you're doing it yourself, right? For those who have experience or don't have experience, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, this is hard. And people tend to give up, right? They're like, well, I didn't struck gold and I made 100 videos. Well, nope. I made 1,000 videos. Nope. You gotta figure out what works, right? But some people will stick to one pattern because they're like, no, I know my videos are good. Except everyone else don't think your video's good, so you're just caught in a dead end. We're like, oh, well then, my videos are trash. And maybe they are trash. The thing is, maybe they are trash, but like, you don't want to also acknowledge that, because it's like, well, I think my videos are good, and maybe your videos are good to you, but how is the hook to everyone else, right? Is the video actually that good, or is it that, hey, I put a lot of effort in it, therefore the video must be good? But that's not how it works. Low-key, that's not how it works. The video can be horrendous. It could be downright atrocious, but you still gotta keep at it. And maybe you need a higher editor. Some people don't want to do that. I don't want a higher editor because I can't afford an editor, honestly. It's expensive to have an editor, to be honest. And the actual method to it, you actually have to do more than just give them the video. You have to tell them how much of the video, because they're scrubbing the video, right? There's a few things when it comes to videos, right? You have to scrub the video, see what works, then you have to give them either clips or something of, hey, this is what you actually want to change, because it's not like they're actually gonna just go around and be like, hey, so do this entire, I mean, there are people who have gotten that lucky, right? Like, you just killed me, my dude. Oh my goodness, bro, you literally just caused us to flop. Anywho, but for example, my someone I know knows someone, right? And knows this person doesn't pay an editor, and there's actually a few YouTubers who are like that. They don't pay their editors. They just they'll manage to get someone to do it for free, right? Now, to each their own. Everyone has a preference on what they do. You can have someone who be like, I think that's horrendous, or someone be like, oh, that's smart, or dang, how they do that. And it's just literally because they like their content and they think that's the best way to support them. So they will just make content for them for free. But like, you will have people who will be like, oh yes, let me make the content for you, and then they'll realize, actually, this is so much work. I I don't know what I signed up for, but I don't want to do this. And you're like, okay. And then you have people who be like, nah, this is easy, this is cakewalk, right? And maybe they will actually stick around and help you. But again, this is all like, you don't know everything. Everyone's different, essentially. But I think what is the car I have is a turtle van. I think it's scary for people, right? It's scary because you have to believe in yourself and others have to believe in you. And if you don't have neither, then it's like, what do I have, essentially? What do you even have? Because you don't have the this man just really came out without help or anything. You don't have a crew that would be with you right now, because there's some people who just have a crew, right? Like, you could just have the like, think about like people who do the AI automation. Even if you hate AI, they have a whole crew doing that. It's like, I've made 10 AI automations that are able to get you money off the gate. And you're like, well then, slay is crazy. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. On the Ludwig Method, I think if you actually understand the algorithm, there's actually some, I know some people don't like Mr. Beast, but there's something he says, right? He had a whole group of people working with him. People figuring out what works. Like, you would have 4 minds. It's essentially, you have 4 minds to help you figure out compared to 1 mind, right? And I see it's hard to do because you have to have like a tight friend group, or a friend group who wants to achieve just as much as you, right? But oftentimes what you have is there are people who be like, oh, we're not aligned in the same things, or they quit because it wasn't as easy as they thought it would be. Therefore, they're like, I don't want to do this anymore, it's no longer fun, because they were seeing it as a fun way and not a business way, right? Mr. Beast spent years trying to find it. He took his own risk. Thank you. I made more than 20 channels with different games. One made it for me. One will work as long as you're consistent. If you upload at least once a week on one channel, it will literally be possible. It's about how hungry. If you don't succeed, then you weren't passionate enough. I wouldn't say that. You just gotta find doing what you love. So you said you made successful. What is success to you? What would you say is successful? Because a lot of people think like once you reach 100K it's successful. Some people will not. Some people think it's more than 100K. So I'm kind of curious because you said you made it. So what's your definition of making it? Also, chat, what you guys think of the Ludwig Method? Let me know.